So hi everyone, I'm talking about variables. So we have two types of variables in Kotlin. We have the mutable and immutable variables. So the immutable variables is the unchangeable variable. So when you define it, you can't change it. So after initializing the variable, it can't be changed. So the way we do immutable variables is use the val keyword, val, yeah. So followed by the variable name, that's a name, then a colon, then the data type. So we've not talked about data type yet, but we've talked about that in Java already. But let's just use string. You all know strings. So let's put name. It's Gabriel. Yeah. So we can print name. I'll run this. It prints Gabriel. So let's try to change it. Let's put name is equals to OSE. Let's run this to flag an error because a val data type can't be changed. So let's say we want to change this. We have to change this to var. So okay, let me just define it again. Let me define another one so you don't get confused. So just know val is immutable. Var is immutable. So var age equals of type int equals to 7. Let's assign something else to it. So print age. Go like this. And you see print 56. Because we use the var instead of the var. So Kotlin also is one beautiful thing about Kotlin is it's not safe. So let's say we have a null value here. I will try to print age. It's not compile. So it's not compile. So to be able to assign null values, you have to put a question mark after the data type. So let's say the var keyword, the variable name, you put a question mark after the data type, then you can assign a null value. Null means does not exist, like 0. So when the value is null, that means it's empty. There's nothing there. It's empty. So for Kotlin, you can't like assign null values except you use the question mark. So if you have intention of assigning null values to a variable, you have to make sure that you use the question mark to assign that null variable. So without the question mark, it won't work. So also you can also come here, null print name. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah. So for variables, you can as well like concatenate variables. That means join two variables together. Let's perform some operations here. So operations also work like Java too. You have addition, subtraction. Let's define two variables. Var a equals to 4, 4. Also, I also forgot to mention one thing. Kotlin is a type-safe language, so you can declare a variable without defining the type. So if I just want to define a variable without defining the type, let's say I want to put the name of Gabriel, and I remove this type here, I just print name, it works. So when it's compiling the code, it's just like figures out what type is assigned to this name, and it prints out whatever you want it to print out. So it's like type safe So you might not even need to declare the type and it works. But when you declare the type, you have to ensure that you're passing that type as the value of the variable, or else you have an error. So next thing, I want to like perform some operations. We have operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the rest, just like Java. So sorry, I was making this mistake. Okay, so we can do print line a plus b. So does that a minus b, does that a multiplied by b, does that a divided by b. Yeah, so as you can see, just like Java, everything works like Java. So let's say you want to concatenate two values. So the way it works, you can assign a value, let's say var call it call, let's say call equals to, and you want to pass the template string, and you do it like this. My name is, so you can use the plus operator and pass Gabriel as use name. So let's put space here, full stop, or comma. My age is pass age here. So let us print call. So see, these are concatenates, just like Java too. So most of Kotlin are like Java basically. So as you can also do it this way, you can also do it as template, string template. So you can also do another call. My name is dollar. So we use the dollar sign in a string quotes to call your variables, to like to access your variables. So you can put name here. My age is dollar. Put age. So this prints out my name is name and my age is age. So we can use the dollar sign and the variable name to access variables in a string. So instead of doing concatenation where you have to use the plus, you can also do this. So when you run this, okay, let's run another call. When you run this is what you get. My name is Gabriel, my age is null. So my age is null because I did not assign anything here. So let's say I put 6 there. My age is 6. So I can do null age equals to 65. So when I run this, it gets my name is Gabriel, my age is 65. So these are how variable works in Kotlin. So see you next time.